In a way, in our contemporary worldview, it's easy to think that science has come to take the place of God. But some philosophical problems remain as troubling as ever. Take the problem of free will. This problem's been around for a long time, since before Aristotle in 350 BC. St. Augustine, St. Thomas Aquinas, these guys all worried about how we can be free if God already knows in advance everything we're going to do. Nowadays, we know that the world operates according to some fundamental physical laws. And these laws govern the behavior of every object in the world.
Some say we fell from the sky. Some say we fell from the trees. Why are we arguing on how we came to be? Some say what a waste of time. Some say we're doing fine. We live in this house as if we had another home. Stop the world, I want off. Faceless among the stars. We are reborn, we are our own. And this is who we are. Who we are. Silently we walk through this world we lost. It was only a matter of time before we lost our way. Hopelessly we gaze on worlds unknown. Everything we could be and everything we never were. Stop the world, I want off. Faceless among the stars. We are reborn, we are our own. This is who we are. Stop the world, I want off. Faceless among the stars. We are reborn, we are our own. This is who we are. across all time, beyond all space. 'Cause we don't fade, we float away. Across all time, beyond all space.
are listening to ZTO Radio.
ZTO Radio. Spread it on your earballs.
You are listening to ZTO Radio, Ohio's underground alternative. ZTO Radio, it's like WKTN but not complete shit.
ZTOTV podcasts. Low quality, high content.
Alright, there's things that I really, really don't like about people, okay? And it's a lot of it's super petty, but it's things that just make me want to strangle people. Like, don't ask me a question if you're going to answer it yourself. Wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you know it? My keys were in the car the whole time. And they go through a whole spiel and story, and then they say, wouldn't you know it? And I already, what if I knew it? I knew it, and I wanted to answer it. I wanted you to say, well, what do you think happened? And then I say, the keys were in the car the whole time.
That's what it is. It's all about they are pining for you to interact with them. It's the same thing when someone will go, yeah, wow, boy, I'm glad to get out of the house today. And then you're like standing there like, I guess I'm supposed to ask you about this now. What happened?
What happened?
And then you regret it because then they're blah. But yeah, continue.
Yeah. Well, that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
And then I sat there and listened to your 5-minute story.
Yeah.
And you ended with, wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you know it? And I did. I foreshadowed it, and I seen it halfway through your little thing, and I figured out that your keys were in your car because you're so fucking transparent. Okay. That's why, honestly, there's a lot of movies I don't like watching anymore because all I do is know what's going to happen before it happens because they're so fucking transparent.
That's what happened to me on, do you remember that show, it was a Stephen King show, they like the glass thing went over this town or whatever. What was it called? God damn it.
It's escaping me.
Well, it was like a small town, and like this, they just noticed there was like a force field. They couldn't get through it. There was people trapped on either side of it, and immediately I'm like, aliens! It's stupid. How many episodes is this? They want me to follow this trail, so I find out later at the end that it's aliens. So you know what I did? Saved myself some time, which I'm glad that I did. Went directly onto the internet, went to the end of the Stephen King story, and it was fucking aliens. It's a good thing that you don't know what the fucking show I'm talking about is.
Yeah,
maybe you do. I just ruined it for you. Sorry.
In case you did, and it just got ruined. I get that feeling all the time. Not like I don't want that at certain points, because like if you watch a Die Hard,
right.
I know you're not as big like action movies. I fucking love action movies, but
depends on.
I know at the end, John McClane's gonna win, and he's gonna kill the bad guy. Like that's what happens at the end of Die Hards. But it's the journey. It's the journey that gets you there.
But the journey is much shorter in
every 10 minutes in a movie, if you like see something happen, you're like, oh, he's gonna grab her thing. God damn it. Like I haven't seen this before. I want to at least watch it first before I know what's.
Or like happen. In a horror movie when there's somebody and they see a door like go, and they're like, and you're like, don't go in there. Just don't fucking go in there. It's the thing's in there, and then they go and they get killed.
Well, that's a natural, that's like just a cliche.
Do you think you would do that though? I think I might though. If I saw a door open, I might have to go see what it is. I keep slapping my leg. It's gonna get.
But
yeah,
it depends. It depends. You know how this house,
like if that door over there,
we had this wind flow thing going on because we'd always have like a window open, and then the other side of the house there would be nothing. And so like this vacuum going on here. That sometimes the stair door would close, sometimes, So I always excuse it. Unless it's like a blatant. If the door just fucking slammed, I'd be like... and then pretend it didn't happen.
Guess I gotta go to the store today.
Yeah, I wouldn't get up.
Yeah. Shit. Well,
so
anyways,
that's one of my many, pet peeves about people. I think I could do at least 10 minutes of just talking about that.
Yeah, there's a lot of problems with... I guess I notice it more because a lot of times I'm trying to avoid conversation. Because it seems to be... Like, there's no need, really, to... Just because you're uncomfortable walking around doesn't mean we have to have a weird conversation to make it kind of... Like, you're trying to make it feel normal.
Yeah.
But not, I mean, I don't need... Just because we're in the same space doesn't mean... that we need to interact with each other.
So you're not like, you don't go out of your way to interact with somebody at the store or... If
I'm in an aisle working on something and I see somebody and they look like they're looking for something, I notice this and ask them if they need some help finding something. If they appear to know what they're doing and know what they're looking for and they go, there's no reason. I mean, hello, maybe. But I have no reason to...
Yeah. Well, see, that's what a big part of my thing is, checking on people. But,
ask somebody, how's the kids doing? They're alive. I keep feeding them.
Well, see, I have people that I've been serving for, almost 5 years that I can actually ask those type of questions to.
Right.
I make my rounds. I can go like, how's you doing?
Right.
Oh, you have... 2 children that you didn't have the first time I met you. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I know something about
if there's
you
something to talk about
enough to get in there.
If there's that, but that's like usually, if that's something I'll do maybe. If I know a customer, hey.
What about everyday life?
Everyday life,
like at the store.
Just walking. If I'm at the store,
or I guess convenience store is probably the most. Thing because you're standing there with other people and you're just standing there.
Right. Well, I absolutely hate unless it's somebody like you that I'm really comfortable with.
Yeah.
Like I hate seeing somebody at the store and then you go around the store and then you roll again. Hello, how are you? Well, I can't get out of this place. Like a dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So I usually do the other thing that probably makes people think I'm an asshole. But I'm like, I don't see you anymore. I've already addressed you.
We've done that.
We've already had that moment. We don't need to be fucking Dick Van Dyke around here.
It's not to be mean, but.
Yeah. No, I've got things to do. Thanks again, though. Hello, how are you? How are the things that you're doing?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah. But with you, I'd be like, fucking can't get out of this place, or something like that.
Yeah.
But it would be actually me joking around with you. But
probably because it would be more of, our sense of humor.
Right, yeah.
Not just somebody you're like, hey, okay. But I when I'm in lines at gas stations, I always try to, make small talk with people. Try to make... like a cashier's day. Yeah. Sometimes, if you're in the grocery store or if you're in the line at the checkout and you're getting gas or something, you try to, they look like they're having a bad day. And I always try to say something funny, and then I always end up saying something that they don't get. They just don't. I hate
the one, and I understand that. So I'll do that. I do that sometimes too. If I think that I can. If I have something, a little thing I can throw at them, a little, hey, how you doing? What's up, or whatever. But the one thing that people do to me all the time that I can't stand, this kind of catering to the employee, don't work too hard. Because that leaves me with nothing to say to that. I can say I won't, which means I'm not going to do shit. I'm a lazy piece of shit. Or I will work as hard as I want to, sir. And you can't stop me.
Yeah, that seems kind of confrontational.
What do you say to that? What do you say to that when somebody said that to you before? What do you say?
Don't work too hard.
Yeah.
I always do.
Damn, that's a good one. That's a good one. What do you say about that? Right into us.
You got to think about all the little things that people say to you. Because another one I don't like is, how's it going?
Oh yeah.
Oh, come on, you got to know this one. How's it going?
How's it going?
No, you're supposed to respond. We're
running
running into each other.
Okay.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Nope.
That's what I always say.
No. It's, how's it going? Yeah, it's going.
Oh, yeah, I do that one too. I usually say...
it's going?
I try to.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that, it's going, because... I'm trying to kill that one.
Actually, the one I use the most, people, how's it going? I'll say, I came in here again for some reason. That's usually what I say.
But it's just... I don't know. It seems like it's such a depressing proposition when you're like, how's it going? You're like, it's going. Like basically, I exist.
I usually get that.
Not dead.
As soon as I walk into work in the morning, it's like 9 a.m., right? Yeah. And I'll walk in, and sometimes the girl that's there, she'll say, how's your day going so far? I'll be like, nothing's happened yet. I just woke up and came in here. Like, that's all I've done. Hasn't had a chance to get me yet. You know?
It will. It's coming around.
I said the most awkward thing to a customer today. It was, he said, how are you doing today? And I said, oh, pretty good. How are you? And he said, it's early. And I said, yep. Too early for anything terrible to happen so far. And then he didn't say anything else to me.
Oh.
For good reason. There's a very good reason for that.
I shouldn't probably ever say that. But I don't like too when you actually do mean it and you're in a good mood. Yeah. And you're happy that you feel like an asshole for telling somebody that without being sarcastic. Yeah. Because you always do the, hey, how's it going, man? Oh, great. Couldn't be better. Fucking fantastic. Living the dream, as people like to say. Living the dream. I'm like, well, when people ask me that, I'm like, you're doing great. I'm like, oh, yeah. And like, no. I shouldn't have to explain that to you any further. Why do I have to justify my greatness to you? Like, I'm sorry. You want to be miserable and walk around with your head held down and pissed off at the world, whatever, do it. Be my guest. But if I choose not to do that, don't look at me like I'm stupid. Are you sure you're good? You can't. There's no possible way. There's no possible way. Something. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's hard dealing with people sometimes, man. In the customer service field,
I don't mind customers.
I don't
mind customers. Actually, I don't mind customers because I can solve their problems within an hour. But when you have the same difficult people to deal with all the time,
sometimes people just like a dude will come in and you'd be like, I always if I'm ringing somebody up at a register or tending to them in any way, hi, how's it going or whatever, hello, give them a little something. And sometimes people don't say shit, so I don't say shit. Fuck it, this is how we're doing it. Like that's fine with me. I don't mind that at all. Oh. But I think it kind of just pisses me off when I put I don't want to put out the effort. If I could literally just go, what's up, like do that, just a little head nod or a grunt. I would love that, but most people don't want that. And when I'm, just give me a hot, hey, what's up? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's all I need because I'm trying, man. I'm really trying. I don't really want to, so. Take that into consideration.
There was a gas station I used to go to, and there would be this older dude, just hanging out. Yeah. He just hung out at the gas station all day, saying hi to people. He'd walk in and be like, "How you doing?" And he seemed like he kind of knew something about you, like after a while, because you always say something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he'd be like, kind of a rough day. And then, fucking 2 months later, go back in there and he's in there again. So, how was that rough day for you? God damn, dude, really? You must be retired. Human interaction.
There was a dude that used to come into our store all the time, and he would stand there and just talk to he'd buy one thing, or maybe he wouldn't. Maybe he'd just get his prescription. He died. Because he was extremely old. Like he worked in coal mines in Kentucky or some shit like that. Oh. He was like 90 something. He'd come down there, and we let him like take a shopping cart home, like to carry his shit back, and he'd bring it back every day. And he'd come in there every fucking day and talk to you about the coal mines and the fucking 30s or some shit, you know, like how rough. You know, he's got black lung, you know, all this shit. But I'll tell you what, man, black lung and still make it to 90, not bad, you know.
They have this gene. It's called the Funkin gene or something. I have no idea what it is. It's a 4-letter word. Starts with an F.
Funkin?
Fucking. I don't know. Fucking gene.
Fucking genes.
But apparently it's a gene that makes you, like, almost guaranteed to live older.
Oh, yeah?
If you have it, yeah. They did a test on old Chinese guys, old fucking... yeah, there was a bunch of them that they figured out, and old Jewish people, like, they all had this special gene. It just makes you live older. I'm waiting for artificial lungs and all that stuff.
Did you see that fucking thing that was like a living organism that they created? They took basically like a battery pack, it looked like, and they had a thing that looked like a little piece of meat, and they plugged it into it. It was a heart, and it was like pumping. And then they had another thing that plugged right into that. It was another thing that looked like a little cutlet, you know, plug that in. That's lungs. And then they plugged in these two looked like little chicken arms, organic material or some sort, and they were moving around. It looked like a David Lynch nightmare. It was crazy.
Yeah, but they're probably using mechanical stuff, aren't they?
I don't know. It was like the battery pack was powering this organic organism. It literally looked like a piece of meat.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't look like it had...
I seen the Nova episode. It was hosted by Neil deGrasse Tyson, folks. For a little knowledge on you.
You know what I'd like to see? A Nova episode hosted by Kirk Cameron. Just to see what it would be like. Because he's fucking twisted.
Do you want to see what it was like when dinosaurs and humans lived together? Well, I'm going to show you.
Oh my
because
God.
We did.
What happened?
We did. The Earth is 6,000
Mike
years
Seaver,
old.
what happened to you, sir?
Been watching how your eyes read me. Been noticing the reflections I see. This deep darkness is not much mystery. Rather an unpublished biography.
You only wrote this for the money, didn't you?
You seem to have things strangely confused in your mind.
This paper thin heart is all I have to give. There's pain on my eyes, all the scars and face on the cover is no way to inside it was me. Inside
All right, ready?
All right.
To the top pages lying on that side.
All right.
So printed in my mind.
All right.
Never go back to smeared it.
All right.
Never go back to smeared it.
All right.
ZTO Radio. Support local. We are Ohio.
I can get behind winter, but then I see somebody say something like, boy, the snow sure is beautiful outside. No, it's fucking not. It never is. It's always horrible because then I have to dig my fucking car out. I have to drive through horrible conditions that I might die in. It's just not fun, and that's my problem with winter.
Yeah, if I had like 2 or 3 miles to go to work every day, just a little short jog, I would be fine because I could drive whatever speed I want.
Right.
And I'm in that situation going like 30 minutes to work becomes a lot longer than 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And I've learned over the years, I try to keep up with traffic. You're always that dude that's like going too slow and everybody else wants to pass you because they got a brand new car with all-wheel traction and brand new Michelin tires. And like, dude, I am not in the same situation.
No.
Could you either pass me
I'm driving
or just
a
leave me
sedan,
alone?
sir.
Could you just go around? Just go around.
But you always see that. You see like somebody with like a Bronco or something, and they're like, I'm fucking tearing through this. And then you'll see them pulled over or in a ditch up the road. So like, just calm down.
I mean, as long as the vehicle's not flipped over and just kind of like resting in the ditch, don't you just kind of like feel good just a little bit?
Yeah,
like you just have that little like,
And I won't stop for it. I won't stop for people anymore because the last time I tried to stop to see if somebody needed help, a guy sped around me, right? And it was slick road conditions. It was just rainy, but it was cold, so it was like a combination of things. And up the road, I saw he had slid off the road and hit a telephone pole and knocked the fucking thing entirely over. So I saw him outside of his car yelling into his cell phone. And I pull over and I say, "Hey, everything all right?" And he says, "Hey, fuck you." I'm not doing it anymore.
That was the appropriate reaction for some random act of kindness.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I will not stop for anybody anymore because
I encountered people outside of Kenton pushing a car down the road, and 9 times out of 10, if you're pushing a car, you're out of gas.
Right.
So nothing wrong with the car, because if something's wrong with the car, you're like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I am not pushing that thing. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, well, I'll stop. And guess I was just getting gas for my mower.
Mm-hmm.
And happened to have like a 5-gallon can full.
Right.
And so I pull over. I'm like, hey, what seems to be the problem, folks? There's a bunch of young kids. And they were like outside of Kitten about to go up a hill that looked like for 3 people pushing a car would be a monumental task to do. And
yeah.
I had this like smugness about me because like I could solve the situation. Yeah, right? You know,
you're helping.
You can't usually help people.
You felt good
the way you want
helping.
to.
Yeah.
But you stop and we need some gas. Oh, well, you're in luck today, folks, because
I'm here to help.
I have a can in the back of my car full of gas, and I'm just going to put it in your car. See you later. Pay it forward.
Yeah.
And actually, I believe I said that too.
Right.
Pay it forward.
Yeah.
Like, hey, can I give you some
so
money
that's all
for that gas?
They needed gas? That's all
that was it. They poured the gas in the car. It started right up, and they fucking left. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They were very appreciative.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's a nice reaction. That's that's the proper reaction to that situation. Instead of, fuck you.
Eve, I went to a bar right by my house. We closed it down 2 a.m. We went to a strip club, and I remember you guys talked about my affinity for strip clubs.
And this is 10 minutes away from your house.
It's 10 minutes away. It's called Oyster? No, it's called Private Dancer. Private Dancer.
A dancer
and,
for money.
We will
do what you want.
I went in with there were a buddy of mine and his girl, and we went inside and we were buying dances, and it started to fill up because it's it's fucking
it's a strip
New
club.
Year's Eve, and it's the only place that's open. It's a strip club.
Now, what kind of characters going in here?
Oh, dude, it.
You ever
see,
been anywhere like the Brass Ass or
yeah,
I haven't been anywhere.
Oh
I'm
my
such a
God!
loser.
You have to just go one time.
It reminded me of like
the Brass Ass.
You went to Fantasyland.
Oh my Frank!
Yeah, that's not a real strip club.
I know you gotta get one with the pussy's like right here.
Yeah, I want a dirty, sloppy, just purple. I want purple fucking lips. That's how you know that shit's been used a lot.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, it's a horrible place to go because like the girls in there, it's horrible because you're talking to them and all they want to do is get your money. They're going to treat you like the nicest guy in the world.
Oh, Randy knows that.
Oh, I know.
Their fear is there's going to be a hotter chick that walks by and you're going to start talking to them and then they're just fucking out of there. So yeah.
I got a private dance. And I'm
$35.
$35. I actually they wanted $45, negotiated it down to $35.
Yeah.
You're not getting nothing extra.
We're standing up there and I was like, I got $35.
This chick thinks she is Angelina Jolie Pitt.
Dude, when they say 45, you say, I'll give you 55. Let's go. You're going to get, you want to negotiate. They're going to be like, oh, fuck yeah, let's do it for 35.
She did it for 35. But before we went back, here's where the night gets crazy, all right? So it's 3:30 in the morning. As I'm talking to this girl, she's got to write up a ticket and cash in the money, and then we go to the back, right? So she's around this little counter, and I'm leaning up against the counter like this, and I'm looking at the stage, and it's packed in this place, wall-to-wall people. All of a sudden, I see this girl that's clearly not a stripper. Well, I mean, she could have been a stripper, but she was clearly not dressed in the attire that a stripper has, like whore clothes. She was dressed like her normal
whore clothes. That sounds like
a civilian in here.
Well, I'm just saying, like
whore clothes,
not like streetwalker clothes, but you know what I'm saying, like looking good on a dance floor.
Go put your whore clothes on.
She jumps up on stage, this girl, and starts wailing on this other stripper. I'm talking about like
beating
Muhammad
the fuck
Ali
out of her. Oh yeah,
at fucking prize fight, tip top. Just
throw $1 at her,
shit out.
make it rain.
Brutal, dude.
For 5 minutes, nobody does dick but stands there. The bouncers are all clapping. They're like, "Yeah, hit that bitch."
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Make that shit rain and throw some money up there.
So they finally pull this girl out and escort her out of the building. I go back with my lovely chocolate senorita.
Oh my Lord!
She was beautiful, man. Caramel, just gorgeous.
So she looked like Schwarzenegger's maid.
No, she was not. She was not heavy set.
All right.
She was beautiful.
Okay, all right.
But so we're back there for like 5 minutes. The first song's over and we're talking, and she's like, "You can just buy me for the rest of the night if you want."
Oh my God!
And I said, "What's something like that cost?" Because I know they're only open until about 5.
Well, you already negotiated down to 35.
Wait a minute.
She said that for $200, I could have had the whole night with just me and her back in this room.
Oh my God in heaven!
But here's where it got crazy, because I was like, you know what? I might do that. I'm going to run out, talk to my friends, see what they're up to, and then I might do that for the rest of the night.
What the fuck does your friends have to do with you having a fucking
I rode with
goddess?
them. I rode with them to the place, so I wanted to see if
fucking
they're
walk
staying.
home.
Nah, he's
Walk
actually.
home. This guy tells me to walk.
Wait a
well,
minute.
yeah, just walk home in the middle of fucking the night in Columbus.
No,
Walk
wait a
home.
minute, Randy. What you're really doing is you want to go back out of the room, check that wallet, maybe look at the bank account.
Yeah, I wanted
see if you can
that's
actually
the
afford
thing.
that.
They had an ATM machine, so I wanted to get a little extra
I know.
money.
Yeah,
They don't have ATM machines.
He ain't asking nobody.
So I go and get my money. I go back over to my table. I'm talking to the people there. Then all of a sudden, it gets even more crowded than it was, and more fights are happening. And my buddy's starting to get worried about his girl. Like he's like, something's going to pop off here, is what he said.
Leave her at home.
And I was like, you know what, dude, you're right. We should probably get out of here because it's late anyway.
Why was everybody fighting?
They're drunk in the fucking street.
Yeah,
Do they have alcohol in there?
I mean,
Well, you can bring your own booze. So I had
You can bring your own booze in
that
there.
sounds crazier.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not supposed to be any alcohol
Like-
inside
Like
those
instead
places.
of someone having to
Yeah.
be limited by how much money they have,
Yeah.
they
bring
can just
your
come
own
in
beer.
with a bottle of 151.
Yeah, I mean,
And
So people are drinking crazy shit. They're sharing, and it's just getting like a wild, out of control party in there. So we walk outside, and we're all prepared to leave. He's blocked in. He had parked in this parking spot where nobody was, and 2 people pulled in behind him. So now we're on a quest to fucking find the 2 people that have parked behind us because we can't get out of the place, right? So
that's
we're
when you go
around.
back in, find your chocolate.
Yeah, I talked to the
back
beautiful
to the
lady
room.
I knew, and she came out with us and looked at and she was like, "Oh yeah, I know that guy. The one guy's car, I know for sure he works here, so we got him." The other guy's like, "I've never seen that fucking car before. I don't know whose other car this is," but we couldn't get out. There was no way without moving both. So we go back in, we start talking, mingling, and talking to people. As this is going on, more and more shoving and stuff is happening. So my buddy,
fucking riot.
Yeah, my buddy's like, let's just go hang out in the car for like 15 minutes and see if this settles down, because they're about ready to start to close up shop by this point and start to get some of these people out. So we go into his truck and we're sitting there listening to some music, hanging out. And I look out the rear window of the car, and I'm like, dude, all those people just spilled out into the front of this place. So we all three turn around. Dude, yeah. We turn around, and there's like a circle of like 50 people, and 2 dudes are fighting in the middle of the circle. All of a sudden, the one dude gets knocked down. The other, it must have been his girlfriend. She runs up, starts pointing her finger in the guy's face.
Fucking
like,
animals.
"You knocked my motherfucking boyfriend out."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Bitch, I'll knock you out." And then his girlfriend comes out from behind him and starts fighting the other girl, and then knocks her out. So now the boyfriend and the girlfriend are knocked out cold on this ground. Then the dude's friends that are trying to help him up, and the other guy's still trying to kick him every time he gets up. And so the guy's like, "I got a piece, motherfucker." Oh. Pulls it out, and I'm looking at this happen. And he starts firing it off in the fucking air. It's like, pop, 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 pop. Dudes scatter. People
are like, peace.
And
meantime,
Randy
Randy could have been in the back room this whole
I could have been in the back room
time.
the whole time. So I'm fucking freaking out. I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah,
oh my god. And I'm trying not to make eye contact with the dude, and then he runs off. And then the girl that was with us was like, "That wasn't gunshots." And I was like, "You didn't see the guy pull the gun out?" She's like, "That was a car backfiring." And my buddy's like, "What are you, fucking stupid? That guy clearly had a gun, pointing it in the air and firing it up."
Don't ruin the party, man. It was a fucking car backfiring.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So I get out of the car after everybody's begging me not to, and I walk into the front of the bar, and my friend comes in right behind me, and we're like, "We got to get out of here. This is nuts.
Yeah.
You got to find." So the owner of the place was the guy that was going to move the other car. He's like, "You know what? Hold on." And he made an announcement, and this dude come walking out of one of those rooms, the private rooms. Oh my god! And he's like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, your car is blocking these people in." You know, like he's buttoning his shirt back up. And I was like, "Yeah." So we finally get out of this place. It's 4:30 in the morning.
You ruined that guy's night.
Yeah, I ruined that guy's
fucking
night. And we're driving back to my place. I'm hammered. I fall into my bed at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I woke up the next day at 7:30, completely dressed in shoes and everything. 7:30 at night.
Oh my god!
Good lord! So you didn't get no Schwarzenegger maid's pussy on that one, then, did you?
No.
What the fuck? Did you get her number?
I didn't get her number either. I literally. First off, guys, don't talk to me about how you would have got her number. Or you would have.
You don't get their number. You go to.
I've banged better girls than anybody in this room.
Whoa.
I'm throwing the gauntlet out right now.
Wow!
So I'm just saying, but I didn't get the stripper's number.
I think you guys actually banged the same chick, didn't you?
Did you write her ass? Did you write her face with your ass like I did?
I think I actually seen pictures of her pussy from.
I didn't.
Joe, I think I actually seen pictures of her pussy one time on your phone one time. It was a big fucking chunky fucking monkey. That thing looked like a that thing looked like an orangutan.
You open it up and it's like a flower in there.
No, I'm sorry.
Actually, it didn't look too bad. I was surprised.
Hold on.
Hold on.
I don't pages.
I don't.
That was rude. I was just mad because you were calling me out. No, I didn't get any of their girls. No, because I was afraid to get.
I don't know if you were
ZTOTV podcasts. Please listen to our sad conversations.